get into the tip stuff, explain why it's such a joy. You're like cleaning stuff out.
Because people really need it and they're really, really sad and they don't realize it. So,
but what it does for you,
what it does for me is it makes.
How did you get into it? Like, what makes it like, you know?
Well, my mom is not a hoarder, I would say, of sorts. She would get mad if I said that. Everything.
Is she like a level 3?
Out of what?
Out of 10. 1 to 10.
Oh.
I'd give my mom a 3-4.
I love you, Mom, but she's about a 6-7. My mom's about a 6-7. She's gotten she's about a 5 at this point. Good. Since we moved from the house up north. I mean, from the house in Santa Monica, we moved her out of her home after 40 years. Vanessa, there was a room that I didn't even know existed that had things from the bottom of the floor to the ceiling, and it's not gross.
What rear?
Exactly. You go up into their bedroom. She has a walk-in closet, and then there's a separate room with a key and a door. There was the first Barbie I found in there. I found a bunch of amazing stuff. So she doesn't have crap. Like, she doesn't just have like dirty, gross stuff. She just has a lot of stuff. And that comes from her being poor as a kid.
Sure.
And like feeling protected. And a lot of hoarders that I deal with, that's the trauma. They feel safe when it wraps around. Now, the dirt and the disgust, like, that's for real companies to come in and bring that out first. And with the reset plan, we talk about it. But I get to change their minds once they get to see the space. And then I get excited because, as you know, you do a lot of interior design and stuff. Mm-hmm. Then there's a whole image that can go with it. However, I have to pick who I really invest my extra time with, because some of them, you know, they're just going to go back to being.
Yeah, they have to be ready.
They have to be ready. And even if they think they're ready, they end up having tendencies again. It's better.
Because, you know, in the progress of forward motion, you do take steps back. There's a regression to the progression many times.
It's like gaining weight, losing weight, and you like plateau. Yeah, but I love it because I get in and it's just like, it's like beautiful mind. I get to see things where I'm like, boop, boop, take that out, put that in. But when it comes to like spatially stuff, like what you do, I'm not good at like how to hang the curtain. I'm not good at the specific little things, but I'm great at like taking a big pot and knowing what to throw out and then negotiation. I think I really enjoy the negotiation with the human too that I pick, because I get to go, let's talk about this. Because if you hold on to a lot of things that are sentimental, are they always sentimental? I think the less things you have, the more sentiment they should have with them. You know what I mean? If you have a lot of things, how is it all sentimental?
I don't know.
Try to negotiate that.
I have things. I like my things.
Yeah.
And you know that.
Yeah.
And like,
but your things are cute.
Yeah, but I don't want to get, there's certain things that I have that I will have sentiment with, and I don't ever want to get rid of them. And whether it makes sense or not, it's mine. And I remember
like every client I have. Yes. Yeah.
I used to be a collector. Mm-hmm. Like I was a Sanrio kid.
Oh.
So I had all the pencils and erasers.
I get it.
And I mean, come on, no one's ever going to go through that many. And you don't even want to use them. You just want to have them and see them. And then stationery and da-da-da. I had all of that.
Is that when you got home from school? Like you got to go to the mall and get that?
Yes.
It's good feelings behind that, right?
And I mean, it came at one point, I remember, where I started having nieces and things. And I'm like, okay, I think I can let go of that stuff. That'd be great to hand down. But then you realize your sentiment and your feeling for this stuff is not the same for them. Right. So then I give the pencils and the pens and the station, everything. And those little
used it up.
Bitches just fucking used it up, sharpened it.
That is vintage.
And I was like, do you understand you can't get that anymore?
Right.
And I was like, oh my God, no. Yeah. But I mean, I don't have, like, I wouldn't call myself, my mom is, I would give her like she's a 3-4. And again, at the same time, she has nice things.
Right.
So I don't think you should just get rid of it, move it away. I'm like, no, you can repurpose, resell.
Yes. Her stuff.
Do all that stuff. And I believe in making the effort to do that because
one man's junk's another man's treasure.
Yeah, you've had the joy, now past the joy. Like the whole, and I'll get into it because I did it, the Marie Kondo. Yeah. Yeah, and it was amazing. And I totally dig it. I mean, she's this cute, and a lot of people made fun of it and everything. But if you actually do the system, works.
Yeah.
I got rid of, at the end of the day, it was like 60-something big bags. And there's like you can quantify the junk that you have that you could just toss.
Yeah. I don't agree with the books though. She says 30 books and I get it.
I don't agree with the books either.
But yeah, but then, you know, you can digitize stuff as well. I feel like with people,
and pictures. I don't agree with pictures, but
yeah, no. And you can digitize pictures, I guess. But, you know, yeah, I just think when people have too much stuff and this is what I try to negotiate with them is it holds you down. Your shit is not paying your rent, mortgage. It's not paying for things, but it's occupying all the space.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you feel good about it and you feel like you don't have that closet that every time you walk by there's guilt or shame, because I know when it exists. I know when company comes over and I throw things under the bed, I hide things. As long as you can manage that once they leave and all of that in a tight space, then you're good. You know, just being aware. But it's just people that it's the dirt. It's the trash. It's not being able to walk to your bed.
Yeah, no, that's a different
major
thing
trauma
altogether.
and stuff.